Hey guys, today's Friday, January the 20th of 2023, and I wanted to do a quick update on Nifty 50. Interesting price action is happening as I speak, and we already closed for Friday. So I wanted to show you what I'm looking at in regards to the cycles and other things. So we already know that the weekly cycles are down. We already know that January, and February are kind of weak in regards to seasonality. But there's two things that are important here on the daily chart. I'm focusing on this daily chart. This is where I'm getting fractal. This is the war zone, and this is what I'm trying to analyze here. On the daily cycle, using price data from 2018, there's one cycle that pops out here that's very strong, and this is the one I've been leaning on the daily. That kind of tops out January 3rd, 4th. So this is already peaked out, and this cycle is going down. You guys know that already. But then there's also a dominant cycle that it's the 69. You can see that it peaked here, by bottom. You hit a trough here, it peaked here, and this is pretty much the same thing here. Now this one hit a low here, a trough, in January 18, 19, this one down here. They're kind of the same, but for some odd reason, one is off from the other. So I don't know if that's a bug, but one, bottomed out early. This one bottoms out, now, this week. And now these cycles are up. The 69 is up. So could it be that we're going to break, there's a trend line going down here, and we kind of stall here. There's the 1x2 going up here. Can it be that we're going to try to retest this high, and this cycle is going to give it the momentum? So it's something you need to consider if you're short, just kind of watch your back. But this is the dominant cycle, 69, and the stronger cycle on the daily using the 2018 range. You can see that the cycle is down. Do a composite of both. This could be possible for next week or next couple of weeks, where we kind of stall out here, go, and trend higher, get a nice little wave up. It could maybe retest that. It could continue, maybe even push higher. I don't know. We'll see. But so far in the daily, this is what the cycle is projecting that could be a possibility. Okay, let's dissect some things here. So this is the daily cycle I'm watching. I'm using Heikin-Ashi candles on the weekly, and you can see that things are looking a little different this week that just ended. It's positive. You see the MACD is still negative, but the price action is positive. We put our candles. You can see, this always moves here. You can see that it's undecided. It goes up, it goes down, it closes kind of in the middle, it goes up, it goes down, and it closes, in the middle. So it's like undecided where it really wants to go. They know that this trend line is here. This is the 1x2 daily cycle peak. We know January and February are weak. So interesting price action. Let's go to the daily real quick and see what we have there. If we look at the daily, you can see that, this red trend line is very important. We've been, fighting that right here, from pivot from right here. We failed on the 18th, 19th failed, and on the 20th got a little momo to the downside. Then this is regular candles, and but interesting also is that the MACD is positive from right here from the 17th, so it's still positive. We put the our Heikin-Ashi candles. You can see that the trend is still positive to the upside. So with the dominant cycle on the daily, the 69 going up, if we close above that trend line, that's going to be very positive with the MACD. And if we regain the 1x2, that's going to be very positive also. We're going to look at our Elliott wave count. You can see this is a 1, 2. Looks like we just made a 3, but we haven't really established a wave 4, so that's kind of in the air. You're chopping around between the 20, the 50, above the 100 and the 200. Keep an eye on the 25th, the ellipse technique. So the 25th and 26th for, I just call it increased volatility. It could either be a spike up, it could be a spike down, or it could be a dud. Nothing happens. But Normally those 2 days at the end of the ellipse kind of indicate some, strong movement either to the upside, to the downside. I got a couple of targets here, 18.33.9 all the way to 18.39.1. This one right here around 18.217. And if we're going to push to the downside, I got a target of 17.60 all the way to 17.63.8. Here's a chart to look at, kind of see market geometry. You can see that this level right here has been holding. That's 1774.90. Just kind of been going sideways, undecided. Using the Gan fan, that's 1 by 1. We're kind of below it right now. Action reaction lines, you can see that this has been really good in regards to letting you know that, there is some resistance here and it's having a tough time. Mind you, this is a weekly chart. But if we could get above this line, then we may test this line. But so far, that remains to be seen. If we look at our Andrews pitchfork, this is the battle zone. This is where it's getting very interesting because if it goes lower, it's going to probably find support here. It's trying to regain this angle and then maybe, continue to test this high right here. But so far, it's kind of struggling on the weaker side. We did the adjusted 50%. You can see the resistance was here. And if it falls down, this is going to be some support right now, but that hasn't happened yet. And you can see using the mirror cycle, it's showing somewhere around the 27th. Remember the 26, 27 possible volatility. It'd be that it goes down and then right here it reverses and go up. That's what the mirror cycle is indicating. And also the Dewey cycles are getting very toppy here. The Gan swing just turned negative while that's the advanced one. And this is the irregular one, 3-day. This one is still positive. So let's see how this is going to play out for next week. That's really nothing there. I don't see anything interesting. Same thing, finding the 50% from this swing here. Just kind of holding here. And pretty much that's it for this chart. Hey guys, so this is my master chart over here. And I wanted to show you my scale chart of the Nifty 50. So I'm narrowing down to this battle zone right here. And when we do our Gan squaring from here to here, you can see that this level right here has become resistance at 18.17.9. We kissed it up here and failed. And this level here is support, 17.74.9. And we just kind of lost this angle right here. So if it's going to flush down, this is going to be your next support. If it keeps pushing lower, keep an eye on 17.318. Now taking this low and scoring this high, you can see how price action has been behaving here. Found support on this angle right here. Went up and finding resistance on this angle that comes from up here, which could be like you could maybe see a 1 by 2, 1 by 1, 1 by 3. And if it's going to be support, first support would be the 17.96.1. Obviously this angle, but if it fails that low, your next support will be that 17.499. Using our Gan fans, you can see that this is the 45 degree and price action is below it. If we go from the other swing high here, 45 degrees down, you can see that this could be, I believe that's a 1 by 8. It's going to be support. If it flushes down, maybe find support there. And the last Gan fan will be from this swing high. This is the 1 by 1, 45 degree. And this is, I think, is the 30 and 60. So interesting. Right now, we're just having a tough time with the 1 by 1. We're going to go to the master chart, not scale, to see what else we could get out of there. Okay, this is the master chart, not scale. I want to start off with, obviously, this is the 200 SMA, the 100. See that it found support here. We're kind of chopping around there. I got 3 dates you should keep an eye on, the 23rd, the 29th, and the 31st. Right there. Keep an eye on those days. Just make a mental note. We'll start off with some fibs. Let's see. This one, 76.4, 17.79.6. It's finding support right now. And the next one is from this range that we're in right now, 26.3% is at 18.013. It's finding support as of now. But if we fail that, and take out this pivot low. Next support will be the 38.2, which is 17.47.2. Next thing, I think that's it for that. Neural net. Someone's been asking me about neural net on Nifty 50. This is the neural net. It's indicating that there might be a downswing, and it might stall somewhere around the 27, 26, and then it goes up. Kind of goes sideways, pulls back, and then a key pivot date would be the March the 28th. So keep that on your radar. So this is what the price action is indicating for the Nifty 50. This may play out, may not. This is the algorithm, neural net, black box. This is what it's thinking, Nifty 50 could do. So I figure I'd show it to you guys. What else? Solar cycle. Solar cycle says that it bottoms out somewhere around the 24th, 23rd, 24th, 25th. And it goes up to March the 3rd, and it goes down. Let's look at a couple of things over here. One against technique was, he says, look at 10 years ago price action. You can see that we get toppy somewhere around here, around the 21st, all the way to the 28th, and then price action goes down. So keep that on your radar. You look at 20 years, it kind of stalls here around the 30th, gets a nice pop, pulls back, 24th, and somewhere around the 23rd of February, and then it just kind of collapses. Annual cycle, same thing, kind of with solar, 27, 28, gets a nice little pop. Annual and decimal cycle, this one goes, more extreme, gets a nice little pop here. Stalls out around the first, second week of February, then pulls back and somehow finds a bottom around April. So that remains to be seen. So let's get that out of there. Let's see, is there anything else I wanted to show you? I think that's pretty much it. Those are the little things that I'm looking at. Let's see how next week closes. It's just a lot of cluster going on here. Like, it doesn't want to go high, but doesn't want to go low. But something has to give. And there's a couple of things that are kind of lining up, and then a couple of indicators and cycles and techniques that are just going against each other. So it's kind of like a 50-50. If it's going to break, it's going to break above. And if it's going to collapse, it's going to collapse. But when I call collapse, we need to take out this right here. 1777.1. If we take that out, then I could see more downside. But as long as it's holding there, it could probably just continue going sideways. But if you got that trend line going down, and if it breaks, sticks his head out, that could be an indication that it may want to test this high. Hopefully you like this video. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on the Nifty 50.